Can you guys hear me?
Yes.
Yeah, Bryce, we can hear you.
Okay, great, thanks. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and start the meeting, okay? Good afternoon, members of the street committee. This meeting is now called to order. Please state your name when making a comment or asking a question. We will now begin the meeting with a roll call of all members.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. I will go down the list by agency alphabetically. Raquel Schatz, Apache Junction. Did I hear something from that? No. Steve O'Brien, Arizona Department of Transportation. Raj Thowdam, City of Avondale. John Willett, City of Buckeye. John McFarland, City of Chandler.
Present.
Bryce Cristo, my apologies, Mr. Chair. Jennifer Acuna, Federal Highway Administration. Christopher Salas, Town of Florence.
Present.
Susanna Struble, Town of Gilbert. Randy Proch, City of Glendale. Brian Harville, City of Goodyear.
Present.
Keith Drenaski, City of Litchfield Park.
I'm here.
Scott Node, City of Maricopa.
Present.
Angela Macaluso, Maricopa County Department of Transportation.
Present.
Maria Angelica Deeb, City of Mesa. Jerry Cooper, Town of Paradise Valley. Charles Andrews, City of Peoria. Leticia Vargas, City of Phoenix.
Here.
Christopher Wanamaker, Pinell County.
Here.
Brad Novacek, Town of Queen Creek.
Here.
Jennifer Jack, Salt River Pima, Maricopa Indian Community.
Here.
Nathan Domi, City of Scottsdale. Jonathan Fooch, City of Surprise.
Here.
And Jonathan is acting as proxy for Dana Oceani. Corey Steely, City of Tempe.
Present.
Sorry,
Gabriel-
Ryan. I was
Apologies.
here. I couldn't find my mute button, but Nathan Domis, his Costello, have been here.
Thank you. Gabriel Elias, City of Tolleson.
Here.
Grant Anderson, Town of Youngtown.
Here.
Did I miss anyone?
Randy Proch, City of Glendale late.
Coach, thank you, Randy. Anyone else?
Susanna Struble here. I was having problems hooking up with the voice. Sorry.
One more time. I'm sorry, I can't hear you very well.
Susanna Struble.
Okay. Thank you, Susanna. Anyone else? All right, Mr. Chair, we have a quorum.
Thank you. Item number 2 is call to the audience. Our next item, MAG provides the opportunity for the public to comment on items that fall under MAG's jurisdiction that are not on the agenda, informational items, or items on the agenda for discussion and not for action. Members of the public are invited to submit written comments via the MAG website. Any comments received 2 hours prior to the meeting have been shared with committee members in advance of the meeting for consideration and will be included in the formal meeting minutes. Staff, have we received any online written comments for the call to the audience?
Thank you, Chair. We've received no online written comments for call to the audience.
Thank you. Agenda item number 3 is the MAG staff report. This item is on the agenda for information and will be presented by Patrick Stone, MAG Deputy Transportation Director. Patrick?
Thank you, Chair Christo, members of the street committee. Pleasure to be here. Obviously, only a special street committee meeting. I have one item, somewhat of an important item. For those that may or may not know, Maria Angelica Deeb with the City of Mesa is leaving the City of Mesa. I did confirm with her she was okay with me making note, but she's been an integral part of this committee, past chair multiple times. So I did want to take the opportunity to acknowledge her service to the committee her service to the city of Mesa and her service to the region. She will certainly be missed. Thank you, Mr. Chair. That concludes my presentation.
Thank you, Patrick. Item number 4 is the approval of the May 14th, 2024 meeting minutes. Does any member of the committee have any questions? Seeing none. Prior to approval of the meeting minutes, there's an opportunity for members of the public to comment. Staff, have we received any online written comments for this item?
Thank you, Chair. We've received no online written comments for this agenda item.
Thank you. Is there a motion to approve agenda item number 4? Make sure you state your name and your agency.
This is Angela Macaluso with Maricopa County Department of Transportation. So moved.
Thank you, Angela.
Brad.
Can I have a second?
Brad Novacek from the town of Queen Creek. I'm second.
Okay, we have a motion and a second. We will have those participating in the meeting take part in a voice vote by turning on their cameras and unmuting their audio. We need to see the faces of everyone to participate in the voice vote. For those who cannot or do not want to turn on their cameras, staff will conduct a roll call vote. Staff will only call on those virtual participants who did not turn on their camera. Members, please leave your cameras on until after the roll call vote so that staff can count the people's names whose cameras are not on. So make sure you turn on your cameras and unmute yourselves right now. Can I have a voice vote? Those all in favor, say aye.
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 And I'll wait for you, staff, when you're ready.
Uh,
Oh, thank you, Chair. Is there a request for any nays?
Yeah, those opposed say nay. Hearing none. Members, please leave your cameras on. Staff, can you take a roll call of the members who did not turn on their camera?
Thank you, Chair. Randy Proch.
Aye.
Angela Macaluso.
Aye.
Brad Novacek.
Aye.
Jonathan Fuchs.
Aye.
And are we missing anyone that does not have their camera on, or I think we're all good. Thank you, Chair. The motion passes unanimously.
Thank you. Everyone can turn their cameras off and mute themselves. Moving on to item number 5, regional competitive programs for electrical vehicle charging infrastructure program siting plans. This item is on the agenda for action and will be presented by Patrick Stone, MAG Deputy Transportation Director. Go ahead, Patrick.
Thank you, Chair Christo, members of the Street Committee. A special thank you to the members of the committee for participating in the special meeting to go through this particular agenda item. So I wanted to kind of do a little bit of context setting to explain the program itself at a very high level. Last month, we took through the committee process, ultimately approved by MAG Regional Council on May 22nd. But we developed program guidelines around the electric vehicle charging infrastructure program for the region. This was an outcome of numerous working groups and policy iterations working with member agencies. Included in the guidelines were specific funding allocations. Part of the funding is dedicated towards development of siting plans, which is for consideration of the Street Committee today. And then in addition, we have funding set aside to actually do implementation projects to deploy EV charging infrastructure throughout the region. That call for projects is intended to hopefully go out early in calendar year 2025. Included within the guidelines were the scoring and weighting criteria used by the committee today to evaluate the siting plan applications. To reiterate and kind of refresh the committee, the siting plans themselves up to $100,000 per agency was available for funding. We had approximately $1.5 million available. The amount could be adjusted depending on the request received. The funding is funded with non-federal resources, and member agencies will do the contracting with consultants to actually develop those siting plans. It was kind of the impetus of the funding strategy used was to allow agencies to have that local control in developing those siting plans. So timeline, April and May, we did the policy work, got that through the committee process. As noted, it was approved by Regional Council on May 22nd. We have the application cycle, which was a very quick burn. Those applications were only out for 1 week. Applications were due May 29th. Everything turned around quite quickly. And then the intent is through the balance of the calendar year for member agencies to work and get those siting plans developed and finalized to position their agencies well for the future call for projects. So as noted, the call for projects went out right after regional council last on May 22nd. Applications, once received, were posted to the MAG website. Applications due May 29th by 5 p.m. No late applications were accepted, standard practice. We did receive 12 applications by the deadline. Kind of a more of a detailed view of the schedule. The first couple steps we've already gone through. We sit here today at the street committee to go through the prioritized project ranking. As noted, the application scores were due earlier today at 10 o'clock. From here, the prioritized project ranking, assuming successful approval by the street committee, will be provided to management committee for consideration and to fund the applications so received, and then moving through TPC and regional council for ultimate formal approval on June 26th. There were 12 applications as noted. On the screen, you can see the member agencies who submitted applications, a fairly diverse group of agencies, geography. So I think a pretty good participation. Over a third of member agencies submitted a request for funding. And on the screen, you see the prioritized project ranking from 1 through 12. This is based on the qualitative evaluation criteria submitted by member agencies. I will certainly pause here for a moment to allow members of the street committee to kind of digest this slide, as this is the first you're seeing this slide, but you can see their ranking for all 12 applications that were submitted. So moving on, Mr. Chair, members of the street committee, that concludes my brief presentation. The action requested is to recommend approval of the prioritized listing of fiscal year 2024 electric vehicle charging infrastructure program siting plan projects. And with that, I'd be happy to take any questions of yourself or the committee. Thank you.
Thank you, Patrick. Do any members have any questions or comments for Patrick? Seeing none, there is an opportunity for members of the public to comment. Staff, have you received any online written comments for this agenda item?
Thank you, Chair. We've received no online written comments for this agenda item.
Thank you. Can I get a motion to recommend approval of the prioritized list of fiscal year 2024 electric vehicle charging infrastructure program siting plan projects?
Yes, I'll move.
Can I have your name and agency?
How dare you? Randy Proch, City of Glendale.
Thank you, Randy. A second?
Scott Nodes, City of Maricopa, second.
Thank you. We will vote by turning on our cameras again and unmuting our audio. Please leave the cameras on until after the roll call. We'll give you a few seconds to do that. All right, getting ready for the voice vote. Please, for all those in favor, say aye.
Aye.
For those all opposed, say nay. Hearing none, members, please leave your cameras on, and then staff, can you take the roll call of the members participating virtually who do not have their cameras on?
Thank you, Chair. I apologize. I did not see the flip of the camera. Leticia, did you vote yes or no?
Yes.
Okay, thank you. Keith Drenaski.
Aye.
Brad Novacek.
Aye.
Jonathan Fuchs.
Abstain.
All right. Thank you, Chair. The motion passes unanimously.
Thank you, appreciate it. You can turn off your cameras and mute yourselves. Okay, the agenda passes. So item number 6 is request for future agenda items. Are there any requests for membership for an item on a future agenda? Seeing and hearing none. The next agenda item is comments from the committee. Are there any comments or announcements from the membership? Also none. So we will adjourn this meeting. The next meeting of the street committee will be on Tuesday, August 13th, 2024. We're going to be skipping the next couple meetings. So the next one will be August 13th, and And with no further business, today's meeting is adjourned at 1:16 p.m. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you.
Thank you, Chair. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you.